Guys, it's Ben here. Today I'm showing my Armaid model A431. This is a really cool fan, and I think I'm gonna make the thumbnail this because of the control panel. It's super cool. And another thing is the reason why I want to make it that is look, it's made by Banner fans and not Hunter, which just looks like a Hunter, like our R&M Hunter, but this is actually an R&M Banner, which is even rarer. So this fan actually has an interesting story behind it, and I wanted another Vintage Rocks fan, so and then I looked on Facebook Marketplace, and basically we found a Kenmore box fan, but unfortunately the seller sold it to someone else behind our back. Then we found a cool Zero box fan, but then, I mean, they weren't home when my dad went to pick it up, so just a little bit of bad luck. So then we looked on eBay and found this, and it was super cool. We got it, and then something was wrong with it. It wouldn't start, and I made a video on that. And it turns out there was a lead wire that was for the capacitor that was broken off, and that's why it wouldn't start. So here it is. Has the thermostat, and we'll demonstrate that too. We're gonna switch it to the in position because this is gonna be towards us. So, without further ado, here's how. Powerful. It doesn't go too far, but still pretty powerful up close. It's low. And oh yeah, pilot light. That's super cool. I'll show you guys that in a second. And then on high, then we put the thermostat. There's the thermostat. You can see the pilot lights on, and it stays on. Plus, it makes that weird click when you turn it the other way. Very powerful, and has a startup sound as well. Here's off. And spin down. Not the longest spin down. I did a wheelless, but it's not the longest spin down. It's about as long as the PL20E. And yeah, big Roberts & Myers motor, the older one. So this is a PSC motor. Like in the box there's a big, and that like control box is a nice capacitor that helps it start. We'll reverse it, and I'll go ahead and turn it around so you guys can see it go the other direction. Here's the front side. This blade head is massive. That's why I wanted to turn it around. I wouldn't do this, but it blows more air this direction. And it takes a second to go up to speed on this, so we'll just set it up on high. There it goes. You can hear the startup sound, it's really cool. And there it is. I'm gonna talk a little bit louder because this thing moves a ton of air. Be prepared for wind noise. Moves a little bit more air on this side. Here's low. That is low. Around the same amount of air, but it's still a little quieter. And there is high. And this is the side you would see if you were on the outside in the window. If it was in the window. There's off. And yep. this thing goes a lot of air. And there's the DE in the background. Which I have done a video on, and this is for everyone like Jordan, you, Trash Salsa, and Lamont, and everyone who loves fans like this. This fan is really cool. All right, when it stops, I'll turn it back around, and we'll end the video. I decided not to turn it around because this thing, she's pretty heavy. Yeah, so. This is my Armaid model A431, made by Banner fans. Still has the same little thing that Hunter did, the window panels, which I can't figure out how to use. So if you guys know how to use it, please let me know in the comments. So goodbye, guys. Bye.